have to do the slow clap because this is our first parking lot review. Well, we did technically we did a review in the parking lot when we saw the Suicide Squad.
It was a parking lot. We were not in a car.
It's our first car once in Spies almost 2 years ago.
In this parking lot,
in this same parking lot,
too.
Yeah, exactly.
Back where the love for movies began. Classic Cinemas of Elk Grove Village. Hey,
back.
Joe.
Hey, Alex.
It's good to see you, man.
Me too. Back in person. And we just saw The Kingsman. This is the third film in the Kingsman film series. There's the first one in 2015, the second one in 2017. This is the prequel, how the Kingsmen started. Directed by Matthew Vaughn once again. Alex, what were your spoiler-free thoughts on this movie?
Spoiler-free thoughts. This was so much fun, and so if you had seen the second one, and if you were following the Kingsman trilogy, the first one was like blow you away, amazing, something you've never seen before, totally different. The second one was fun enough. It kind of didn't build on it as much as we had hoped to, but it was interesting.
Yeah.
And worth seeing. But this one really takes it back to its roots because it's the prequel, and I think they did a much better job of sticking to the serious but fun nature that you found in the first one. And what we were just talking about, waiting for the mid credits, so stick around for that. They tease maybe the next one, and we were saying that it's just Bond is Bond. Don't get me wrong. Bond is going to be the best spy movies of all time, the coolest spy movies. But this one is like, it's just so much more fun, and they don't have to be as serious and as cool as the Bond movies are, because there is some of that levity in there and there is some of that comedy. But it is really cool in some spots, and it gives them the freedom to try stuff that you wouldn't ever see in a Bond movie. Not just from like flipping the tropes on their heads, which is always nice, and that's what we've loved about Kingsman to today.
Absolutely.
But also like the way they shoot this. I love Matthew Vaughn and his directing style, because like there are just like, I can think of like 3 shot styles that I was just like jaw on the floor. It was very cool. I've never seen anything like that, and I feel like every time I see a movie of his, he's like, I come out with that. I don't know. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, well said about the shot style. Definitely these Kingsman movies, all that same, like fast-paced, quick, but like it's super fluid. And yeah, I love, and what you said about the shots, like, but there's a shot on a sword, you kind of get a first-person shot on. That's super
amazing.
Cool. And adding on to that, I mean, yeah, so well said about the shot styles and the tone. They really did. I think, yeah, the tone of this one's definitely more in line with the first one. Second one was fun, but I think the second one just kind of went.
It got wacky.
It got a little overboard with the concept. This one kind of, like you said, takes us back to its roots a little bit, as you know, a little bit more serious, not too over the top, but also still very, very fun. And I mean, what better way to have fun than with Ray Fiennes in the driver's seat? He is so much fun, so classy.
So classy, so good. I was so happy to see him be the protagonist, and just, oh man, like that's what drew me into this one, seeing him lead the way in the trailer and everything, and he does not disappoint, even after like I set the bar way up here for him. Yeah,
and I mean, casting him was genius, because he is, he's classy, he brings emotion to the role, and you just want to see him be awesome.
And holy star power, like everywhere you turn, and we won't spoil anything in it, but we just kept turning to each other and we're like, oh. There's a lot of that in there, and it's a very cool movie. I highly recommend it. Fun for not the family. It is an R-rated movie.
Well said. Well said.
Plenty of gore. It's and I guess one last random thought is it's very like Quentin Tarantino-esque, where it's real history but like a twist on it.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
a really
it doesn't go full Tarantino where they totally change the outcome. Like the outcomes that about the history stay the same, but you get kind of that detailed look at what they portrayed as the background story of it. And I think that was really cool.
Yeah, that's a good way. Yeah, exactly what Tarantino does. I didn't even think about that. Totally. And yeah, so that was such a really unique take on the concept. And yeah, so many cool. Yeah, there's one where I heard rumors of some certain actors, but there's one that totally was like, and me and Alex had the same reaction. We're like, what? They're in this movie? And it's like one of those actors that makes any movie just so much better. So always good seeing them. And so yeah, any
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on the Kingsman?
Definitely worth seeing. Definitely can't wait to see what the future of this holds. And honestly, they can make one of these every year, and I'm gonna go see it because I think it's such a cool world they built.
Hey, well said. And you know, when this movie ends, you're like, I just want to see what they do more. So I think
It makes me want to go back and watch the other ones. So,
all right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Alex and I are so happy to be back, you know, in person. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And it's just movies. It's great.
2022. It's gonna be an awesome movie year. Stay tuned,
yes,
people.
Absolutely. So well said. And all right, everybody, have a great night.